Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the more dangerous pass rushes. The Texans are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Bears' offensive line that wants to shut that down.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, But if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well,
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he said, taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Let's go!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick 6s, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick 6s last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second is Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here.
Ohio, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! He's checking
The play clock's running down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. 38.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 38. 38. Go. Flex round. Flex round. Shift. 38. 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, Watson. Hard throw. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they try the right side here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now look at. All right, here we go. Leopard. Back down, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Watson off play action. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, You do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go, Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Come on, let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
From the gun, Watson. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Touchdown, Chicago! Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now out comes Houston. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Watch left. Watch left. Come on, let's go. 38.
Watson now, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's second and 7.
Lucky 56.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson now going to run the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Time for a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Fielded just inside the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5.